All right.
We were probably live a few seconds before that.
Wow. I was all zoomed in like an old man. Like, what's going on? What's going on over here? 30-minute show, folks. 30-minute show.
Yeah.
And my favorite manga.
Yeah,
No, we got
Bart
to.
says.
My wife said 30 minutes. 30 minutes. We have the Nutcracker to remind me of a 30-minute show.
We just shot a review of Stagg Jr. So Bart is still drinking that.
I wanted, yeah. I
Don't
was
give
like,
too many details on that. This was
ooh,
batch
not too many.
13.
Yeah, Scott's not a fan. Oh, did I say that out loud? It's not true. So
I said don't give out too
I'm
many
not.
hints.
Maybe it is true. Could be true. Maybe I'm lying. It's high ABV. You hate
You're like the
anything.
friend when you say
You
don't
hate
say anything. but-
Hey, my girlfriend's coming over. We're breaking up in 3 weeks.
Yep.
Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Susie. Why?
What?
Whatever.
No, told you not.
Whatever.
Okay, so Bart has had the samples of Foraging
Yes.
batch 2. I have not had it,
And-
or
and
in
that-
Foraging
In that
batch
outer
4.
limits, that's outer loop orbit.
Batch 2 is quite a bit lighter than batch 4. I'm going to go with batch 4.
I think you'll like it. Batch 4 is a little different too. That's gross. Split
finished
stave.
in
They had these
rose
different staves.
white oak.
Yeah, and they had these different staves that they
Split stave
worked in.
barrels.
It was a little bit. It was
57.8.
definitely unique. Definitely unique. Because batch 2, can't remember.
Andrew Spurrell is tuning in. Daniel Willis. Malt Minion.
Willis. Hey, Willis.
We got it.
I don't want to show it, but your
card came back.
Your card came back.
So we had to make sure we send it to the right
Yeah,
place.
we'll send it to the right place. It looks like they had a secondary address, but they still kicked it back here. I don't know why.
Malt Minion, Whiskey Funk Banger. I ain't seen Whiskey Funk Banger tuning in before. He must like the Campbelltown region.
Boom.
Alex No Ander 88, Corey Wilkerson, Louis Sanchez, Louis,
Woohoo.
Ben Demon Hunter, Loch Ness,
Zach is in.
Tolv Thomas.
Good evening to you, sir.
Yep, Zach Andrews,
Yeah.
Juan Quintanilla.
What else we got? How's it going, dummies? Says Juan. Goes good. Goes good.
Well, Daniel, we sent it to your old address.
Right.
Which they put a stamp
Yeah,
on
they
it.
put a little sticker that says
shows-
your new address,
has
but
the
they
new-
didn't send it
But
there.
apparently they didn't send it to you.
They kicked it back here.
Sent it back.
It's weird. And they put a little F next to it. I thought it was like a school grade letter.
That's why, well, the USPS has, financial problems. They're not the most efficient.
True. So they said send it back to whence it come.
Christine Daisy, see you tuning in now. So yeah, Bart and I just got together. It is cold. It is windy. It was supposed to be snowing. It hasn't started yet.
Not yet, but it's coming.
We had to get together. We did not have a show for tomorrow.
Yes. And what did we film? They get a special sneak.
Yeah, we did the gassing experiment.
The gassing experiment part 3. Trois. Is it trois? Trois? 3?
Sure.
I don't know French.
James Hutchison, thanks for tuning in.
Forgate. I don't know what's Gatewood. What is he saying?
We are not in the Denver area.
I used to be.
Huh?
I used to be in the Denver area.
Oh. Or were you looking at the envelope and saying Forgate?
Well, he said Gatewood.
Forgate whiskey.
He said Gatewood. Daniel Willis Gatewood, question mark. Wasn't
the
he
old
was
one?
Talking about, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it was.
Me
Was that
neither.
it?
No.
Oh.
It was a
Creano 1, YW, Peter White.
Hey, Bart. Hey, Scott. Hey, everybody. Greetings from Tucson.
We did get together. We shot just a couple episodes. We have to get together again Monday. We'll be working on our top 5s.
Yes.
So top 5 scotches.
Bourbons, top 5 scotch of the year that we reviewed.
Scotch. We do Scotch/world whiskeys.
True.
And bourbon/America's whiskeys.
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't have to just be bourbons or
Good
Scotch.
Because I like my American single malts.
So I did pour just from a sample that we got from Forgate. I've got batch 4.
Mm-hmm.
Split stave by Kelvin, 57.8%.
They charge a pretty penny for a full bottle.
Yep. Ooh, boy, that's got a different.
It is. It's very different.
It's a forest. It's a evergreen
pine tree.
mint pine tree type note.
Yes. Yeah, you get pine. I think I got pine needles.
Rob, Whiskey in the Six, is tuning in. Robert Hoekstra. And
he's saying, hey, Peter. Hey,
Alex
Andrew.
Noander 88 says, Scott, the goatee is gone. Yeah, I had a funeral. Friend's mother, childhood friend's mother passed and had the funeral over the weekend. Just wanted to clean up for that. So, and the goatee was kind of bothering me anyway.
I was going to say, I thought you looked professional with the goatee.
Good experiment.
It was a good experiment. All right. I'm doing the full 3 months. If they allow and they take in full beard, I will go full beard.
Well, and actually, so it starts No Shave November. Then they call it Do It Again December.
And then it was
this year they added on January.
Just do it January.
Just do it January. Bart Slosh and George Stagg around, or Stagg Jr. Yeah, you just sent it flying. You twirled the glass and it went flying.
See any?
I just wiped it off.
It's worth a lot of money. I wouldn't do that. I love it.
Wes Jolly.
Jolly in the house.
Mark Wilson.
Let's see. Hold on. 6 is what's the wrench? What's he got going on with the wrench there?
He's a moderator. He can kick people out.
Oh, you've added him as a moderator. I'm used to seeing that with Roy. I knew Wait was.
Yep.
Roy and Wait. Look at that.
Hand me another glass. I'm going to do batch 2 here.
Another glass.
Right next to it.
Ooh, that one had something smoky in it. Hold on. You know what? I took a page from you. These little windows down here now hold glasses, so they're not all out on the table.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what they're for.
Kind of. They're actually supposed to be for wine, but they're for very skinny storage wine bottles.
So Bart has had these. He did quick hitters on them on a 4-gate batch 2 and 4-gate batch 4.
Yep.
I haven't had them.
Nope.
Batch 4 is very tasty, very different, very minty, evergreeny.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I like what the 4-gate's doing. They're doing some really experimental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But last time I checked, their bottles are running about 150
to 200.
Yeah,
199.
It's high. Yeah. It's high.
What was batch 2 Outer Loop Orbit? Kentucky straight bourbon finished in orange curacao.
I enjoyed
and
this
gin
one.
cask or orange curacao gin cask.
From memory, this one I really liked. I will admit that
it's got the orange.
Yeah, I will admit the Pine Tree Forest one was a little unique and different, but I like that. Boy, I don't know which one you saw at 190, but
I think they all are.
They were one. Well, maybe the only bottle I've heard of was the first one. Full bottle was 150, so maybe they've gone up. So, excuse me.
See, Eric Wade is tuning in.
Can somebody send me some samples of 4-gate?
That's what we have is samples.
Yeah, all we have are samples.
And Peter White's in Canada if anybody can help him out.
Yeah, help him out.
Now, Juan Quintanilla wants to know if that's batch 12. This is batch 13.
13. He tried to find the 12. Not here.
We have several people recommend the 12. The thing is, Stagg Jr. used to be on, you could go to any liquor store and find
everywhere.
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Within the last year, it's disappeared.
Allocated.
You got to be lucky to find it. And we did this 4 years ago. We were within our first 100 episodes. We did Stagg Jr.
And it was a long time ago. It didn't overly impress me then. You'll have to watch the review to see what it's done to me now.
But I went looking. I knew I had seen a couple bottles around lately, so I went out. The only one they had was batch 13, which is the newest, I believe. So I picked it up. And, it doesn't disappoint.
No,
we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Wes Jolly just finished the Yamasaki 12. I like the 12. I love the 18, although it's overpriced, but I've got an 18 back there.
Yep. James the Beaver is here.
The Beav is giving us so many delicious samples. I still got a bunch of yours back there.
Now, Peter White says Stagg Jr. is now allocated in Ontario because it's batch 12, I guess. Could be. That's probably what's their frequency. How
That's a good point. Like we know
when
the
do they
bottle of
release?
Boom has 3, an A, B, and
They're
C.
quarter or every 4 months.
You need to do your best impression of a cowbell.
How about you know
right
what?
now.
Well, I could do a bing, 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 bing. But how about if I did the turkey gobble?
Oh, do the
just
gobble.
Hit me.
Do the gobble.
I got to loosen up.
Hold on.
Lips.
He does have to loosen. This is impressive.
This could be good for the.
It could be
chats.
good for
maybe
for a live one.
I got to loosen them up.
It's a process.
Woo!
I've seen him do this.
There we go.
My wife will be like, "What the hell is
going
on downstairs?"
That's for Zach Andrews.
Yeah, that's Zach. Yeah, you had to work that in. Yeah, you've done that. Has that worked when you're actually hunting turkeys?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah,
and it works.
Or there's for the females. There's a.
Really? Wow.
It's been a long time since I hunted turkeys.
That's impressive. Zach says, "Happy New Year, Dubbies. Did Bart get to keep the pony from the Christmas card?" I did not. Eddie B was actually worried. He wasn't sure I'd be able to straddle said pony. And when I did, he was very impressed. We have told Eddie B, I've asked him to be here for the 12 hours of Boom. He is a bundle of joy. So, and he loves John Candy. Yep. Yeah, he loves John Candy. He's like John Candy-esque.
Ben Demon Hunter says that was perfect. Ha ha.
That was good.
Tamar. What was it? Was it the puck or was it the gobble?
Ooh, Wes Jolly is Yamasaki 18 still unopened. Open it, brother. Open it.
The Beaver says he doesn't know about turkeys, but his dog sure got excited when I did
that. It'll draw the animals. It draws the animals. Tom R is in saying, "Hi, everybody." He said, "Everyone." I like to do the budday. Beaver, I don't know about. Oh, sorry. I just read what you read. I was giving it all kinds of swing. Wes Jolly. Oh, that's an Eric Waite. Sorry. The horse is now seeing a chiropractor. Yeah, he was like, "Dude, don't put your weight on it. You'll break that little pony." So, and you were on, you know what? Eddie B was downtown when I was working the party scene. He was on a giant Clydesdale in uniform. And he had a good one-liner. I said, this thing's huge. And he goes, "It's between my legs." I was like, Eddie B, it was a giant Clydesdale. This thing was a beast.
YW comments, he says Stagg Jr. is released twice a year, right? With a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be the frequency. I know it doesn't seem as often as we see the Elijah Craig barrel proofs. Travis Faircloth is tuning in. What's up, fellas?
Fellas.
Christine Daisy, have you guys heard that McCarthy's now has a barrel strength version available? I have seen pictures of that on social media.
You've seen pictures.
Yep. McCarthy's barrel strength.
We need to call her.
She doesn't work there anymore.
What?
She quit.
God dang, when did that happen?
A few months ago.
Oh my God, how did you even know?
Social media.
Dang it, I'm not connected. I'm happy.
You can call her. She won't.
I'll call her.
Help you out, probably.
I'll talk to her.
Mark's Whiskey Whistle's tuning in. Hey, Bart and Scott. What's up, Mark?
They got a cast strength. Every time I'm in Texas, I can never see the McCarthy's bottles around here. So when I'm in Texas, I buy one.
Yeah, we'll need to look down there, matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
We have, you know what? I mean, there's been a couple bottles around here, but
McCarthy's, I never see it.
Yeah, Dave had one to Thorak in his shop for a while.
Okay.
It was an older batch. Well, one of the first ones that we had, like from 14, I want to say.
Man, he had those old Brook Lotties. I wish I would have bought more of them. He had the Lynx.
I got one of those from him.
Mm-hmm.
Forgate batch 2 and batch 4, both really good, both different.
Where's the outer
That's 2?
Yeah,
right
let me
there.
try that. Let me try 2 again.
The orange curacao. Robert Hoekstra wants to know, have you guys tried any of the Compass Box Myths and Legends? I have reviewed those, but it's been for our Patreon only. I've got all 3 bottles.
Woo!
That went up there, and
holy moly.
At some point, Bart and I, if I feel like he's worth it, we'll let him taste them, and we might review them together.
He won't let me even see the legends.
That was that's one of the perks for Patreon.
Sure.
No, you can see them.
Only online.
That bottle will not touch your lips.
Won't let it touch. Let's see. Wow, that curacao. I think I like their first one the best. They're doing some experimental stuff. I keep telling them I want to have them on live, but if they come on live, they got to send a full bottle. That's the
we had them during the 12 hours of boom.
We did.
Yep.
You're right. We did have them live during the boom.
And that was with batch 1.
Right. And they sent 2 of those because I said there's 2 of us. Don't skimp on the sample.
Zach Andrew says, Scott, have not opened my set yet of the Myths and Legends. It's kind of, I mean, they're all different. Ooh. They're close. They're similar. But you get in there, and the first time you go, okay, I think bottle 1 is my favorite. Then you go back through and you're like, no, I think bottle 3 is my favorite.
Hey, the sniper says, Scott, shaving does make you look younger. Bart now looks like a villain in a Western movie, but he needs a black cowboy hat.
You got it over there. Black Bart coming up.
Off screen.
And YW said he thinks that the Stagg comes out twice a year because it's been 6 years and they're on batch 12. So that's what I say. I don't think I see it as often as I do. Yeah, you do kind of look a little bit more. You trimmed up down through here, though.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
So it was all going together. That's what does it.
Give me your legends.
You see like this V right there?
Yeah,
you got
that's your soul patch.
Eating at the V.
Give me your legends. Give me your legends. That's what I'm doing.
Chris Beaton. Hi, folks.
Hello. Hold on. That's too much. What do you got?
No,
hey, the black hat works. Yeah, it does. It actually goes well. You're right. It goes well with this whole ensemble.
That doesn't make you look like you're in a Western.
Yeah, it does.
Andrew Spurrell, did you try Baker's 13?
Instead of a spaghetti Western, it's a rice Western.
I have not tried Baker's 13, but one person's palate I would trust on that is Jason at the Mash and Drum, and he didn't think it was that special.
Black Bart and a Mongoose.
He thought it was good, but not.
And you trust his palate?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a lot of trust.
It's not life and death.
True.
Well, I might trust Jason life and death.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Have you seen him?
No, you don't know. He's no
have you seen
him?
Yeah, he doesn't look it.
The old SWAT team's getting put back together.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Richie Z, greetings, Scott Barton, Whiskey friends.
Richie! Another 10
predictions.
Minutes.
So 10. We have,
yes.
well, we have it.
Let's move into that. That's what the show is. We wanted to do 2020 future predictions. First things first, I still believe that when I said there'll be an autonomous car by 2020, it means that a car put out in 2020 with the, hey, it's a 2020 car could be autonomous. You claim that my deadline ran out December 31st of 2019.
You got to, let's back up just a little bit. Let's back that baby up.
This is just a sideshow.
Let's go back to 2013 or 2014.
2013.
You brought up at work, we were talking about autonomous cars, and you said there will be a fully autonomous car.
Fully.
For under $50,000.
Well, you made me caveat it.
No, I don't. You
kind of did. You were like, for how much? You said only millionaires will buy it. I said under 50. So
under 50,000.
I'll take the.
And you said by 2020.
Right, by 2020, meaning that when they put a car out that says 2020.
No. Well, that's okay. That's the debate.
You're right.
We're just talking verbiage.
That's the contention.
That's the contention.
Right.
So we entered a bet.
Yes, $100. We thought that
was for $100 bottle of whiskey.
Bottle. We thought that was expensive.
I accepted his bet because I said there is no way by 2020 a fully autonomous vehicle will be available to the public for less than $50,000.
But you started getting nervous in 2018.
Or this year, 2019. Yeah, the Tesla Model 3 was making me nervous.
Yes.
It could have done it.
Because it's
Now,
definitely under 50.
Bart says that the verbiage available by 2020 includes 2020 model vehicles.
Yes, of course. Because if you're driving a 2020 Tesla, that's by 2020.
So by his
not mine.
His
by
verbiage,
2020.
he has until the end of 2020, December 31st of 2020.
Totally. Or whenever they quit making models of cars in 2020.
When
if
I
it says
accepted
2021,
which I think I'm still good with the bet, even till then. But my argument against that is that when you said available by 2020 means by December 31st of 2019.
Well, you can't buy a 2020 car December 31st of 2019.
Okay. If I said I was going to be at your house by 10 o'clock, what does that mean? Can I show up at 10:59?
But if you said you were going to buy a car in 2020,
if
then
I
you
said,
can do it anytime.
If I said I'm going to be at your house by 10 o'clock, when do I have to be there?
That would be 10.
Before 10.
Right. But if you
10.
said you were going to buy a car with the year 2020 on it, that would be any time in the year 2020. Oh, man. Here's my point, though. I'm so close to winning that concerns him. That he didn't think that was going to happen.
No,
I thought we were even farther
off.
And I still think I'm probably going to lose this. I'll admit. I don't think it's going to happen in 2020. Although Roy got a Tesla, he told me you won, dude. But it's not fully autonomous. It's real close.
It has autonomous features.
Yes.
But it's not fully autonomous.
It's close.
I still don't think a fully autonomous vehicle will be able to. I'll continue it. We'll continue it until the end of 2021. Because I'm still going to win.
I said 2021.
Till the end of 2020.
Well, but then they sell 2020 cars into the new year. No, they don't. All right, we'll take 2020.
Beaver says we should compromise, but the bottle price goes up.
I think it should go to $200.
2013, 2014, when we started this, $100 bottle.
It seemed good. Yeah, that was before bourbon went for that.
Yeah,
routinely. People are like, what? And even Scotch wasn't going for that. At least the Scotch we were buying. The cool thing is it's happening. I can't believe the drone technology. That's even shocking. So
Tom R agrees. He says, Scott, give him till the end of 2020. It still won't happen.
Well,
by December 31st of 2020.
Here's the cool thing.
It's not gonna
by the year 2050, do you think it will happen?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. We'll be 80.
By 2030.
We'll be 80. There's no way
in the next 10 years.
There's no way the kids are taking the keys from grandpa and not letting us go out and drink whiskey together. We'll be 80 and we'll be able to get in an autonomous Uber and go wherever the heck we want to go. That's what'll happen. Now, let's continue with future predictions now, just for 2020. Do you have any ideas? I'm going to start. I actually think there's some groups, Westland, Stranahan's, some other ones. I think they're going to get a designation, maybe won't go into law, but it'll be proposed into law, of an American single malt, 100% barley. I don't know the rest of it. I think that'll happen in 2020. That's prediction one for anybody tracking. Any thoughts on that?
That's a safe bet.
For 2020.
Yeah.
See, I'm not sure about it being in 2020.
Yeah, I think even this year you could see it. I know a lot of people are working.
So I thought that was out there a little bit because I think it'll happen. But 2020 is pushing a little bit. Government moves slow. I don't know about a safe bet.
So I wanted to talk more when you say like predictions. I know that's
it can be anything.
I know.
It can be anything.
I'm going to talk more what distilleries I'm really interested in and watching.
Well, of course.
For in the upcoming year.
Sure.
And on down the road.
I love that too. You can do whatever prediction you want.
And I'm going to stick with this. Will surprise a lot of people. Iron Root.
Oh, yeah. We're fans. We're fans of the
Their
Root.
Stuff's just going to keep.
I think we should call them the Root. We're fans of the Root.
Yeah. And Balcones for Texas whiskey Balcones at the same time. So I wish we could find or have. Do we have any Balcones in Kansas? I don't think we
don't.
do.
I can't remember the gentleman I talked to as well, because I was talking to him about doing a live. I got to look through my cards from when we were in Austin, because he said he would love to do a live with us.
Boonehaven, I'm definitely interested. That piqued my interest this year. I really got interested in Boonehaven. I love to watch them.
What's your prediction? Just that they're gonna.
No, I mean that's what I'm including. Just what I'm watching here. That I'm looking forward. Distilleries that I'm eyeballing in 2020.
Got it. Got the eye on them.
Yeah, not necessarily a prediction. It's just my forecast, foreshadowing.
You see them though as being trendsetters.
Yeah, they're gonna start to move. Deanston, I'm interested in what's coming out of Deanston, and Irish whiskey. I think Irish whiskey has been on the boom. And hopefully, I want to see more out of Irish whiskey.
Okay. Do they have it in them?
They definitely have it in them.
Waterford is doing some crazy cool stuff. I'm going to challenge you on the Irish thing, because I don't think they're quite going to do it in 2020. My longer term prediction would be that once Waterford hits, they've released, and I know they're going to do their farmers bottles, or they talked about it, but I think we're still 2 to 3 years away from the Irish just kicking the doors in, because I think Waterford's going to kick them in. It's going to be trend setting. It's going to be what Brook Lottie did, not surprisingly, with them casking things in wine barrels and finishing, is what Waterford's going to bring to Ireland, and probably to everybody else. But I don't think we're there yet. That would be my challenge for you there. Any other predictions?
Well, Tom R is asking if I've picked up a bottle of the Teeling Pot Still bottle that just came out. No, I haven't seen any, and that was one thing I was talking about during our end of 2019 celebration. And Liquor Hound and Daniel from the Whiskey Vault had some good points on Irish whiskey. And that's one thing, because I go into the liquor stores around here, and it's the same bottlings.
Yes.
For the last few years. You see the same Teelings, you see the same Jamesons, you see the same Redbreast.
Yes.
There hasn't been any new offerings, new experimentation going on from Irish whiskey. That's what I want. I want to go in there and just find different bottlings.
I like Carino here. How about a prediction of an STD's manga shirt for 2020? You know what I was doing? I was looking around, because you got to find somebody that could come up with the black and yellow. That would be what we needed. And then I don't know. I would like to do it, but I don't think we're there yet for that either. I know you may not wear it. I would. If I can make a mug. If anybody out there, here's the power of the show, though, or the YouTube in general. If you can find somebody that could make, and then there's a shirt company that screen prints.
Design.
Well, that would be the design.
The shirt company,
right? That's the problem.
Manufacturer.
Yeah, because it's a button down. Anything's possible nowadays, though. I used to. Korea does some cool shirt stuff. Oh,
I might wear one of those.
Scotch test dummies, manga. I would love that. I'm not sure we're there yet. We're getting darn close.
Wes Jolly asked about Hyde No. 6, President's Reserve Irish whiskey, nicely sherried. I've got 2 Hydes. One is the rum cask, and one is the sherry one. I don't know if that's at No. 6 or not.
Oh.
And I only bought them because they went on sale. Originally here, they were around the $80 price range, and I found them for like $45.
You can defer on this, and it doesn't mean you're leaning one way or another politically. It just means you're making a prediction. Do you think, we don't even know who the runner will be, do you think it'll be Trump winning in 2020?
We don't talk politics.
We don't. And I'm not saying you're saying one way or the other. I mean, it could be like you're crying about it. I don't know. But do you want to just step away from it then? Forget I said it? Apparently we don't talk about it. I'm just saying predictions. I'm not saying it's good or bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're not making a judgment. Okay, we'll step away from that one. That's what that means. I don't know. We'll step away.
Richie Z says, "Are you picking up Compass Box Myths and Legends?" I've got those up on Patreon, Richie. You can go there and check them out. Just me. I might let Bart sample them if we hit them together, but right now I've just got a quick look at them from when I picked them up on Patreon only.
When I come over to his house, he hides them because I'd see stuff on his bar, and then he's like, "Don't even look at it." All right, we'll stay away from politics.
Where are we at on time? You had a time.
We're getting close. We'll do another 8 minutes. I should have written down some of them.
My prediction, okay, not necessarily 2020, but looking down the road, the secondary market has got to start catching up to people. I think we've got to see prices start. It's going to become oversaturated. People are going to be buying these bottles for $500 or $600, thinking they can turn them for $700 or $800.
No, they can't.
And it's gonna shut down.
Yes,
people are going to start losing money. Probably in the next 2 to 3 years, and I think we'll see that soon.
Okay.
I know earlier. I think you said something like 10 years down the road we might see some.
Well, I thought whiskey as a category, and that means everything: rye, bourbons, Scotch, was going to hold strong for 10 years. But I don't know. I'm starting to think that's way too long of a prediction because the prices are ramping up too fast and people are pivoting. The only thing that might keep things going, but maybe keep prices down, unless it's the prices going on here, was I actually thought a lot of these smaller distilleries like Iron Root that are coming in that can put out quality, make a good profit margin because of the demand. That's key. And especially in some of these regions like Texas, they can turn their product over quick enough to be profitable. I think if let's say Iron Root were to catch fire, that is what will keep prices, I think, down because you'll have a lot more selection. But at the same time, you want them high enough to make it profitable for these independent, smaller distilleries. So we'll see. I'll make a crazy prediction. I think some of the big boys, and I'm talking, what are you laughing at?
No, go. No,
Wild Turkeys, the Beams, the Jack Daniels, I think they're going to start taking notice of the whiskey tubers. And I think they're going to realize, okay, you can have a movie star come in for a lot of money and try to give you a feel and an advertising shtick and whatever. And that kind of works. But I think they're going to start realizing there's a fan base here. And the more you can engage and communicate with that fan base, and a great bridge to that is not just us, but the whiskey tubers in general. The more you're in tune with that group that's buying your product, but that's the fans. Because I also know that there's a huge group of people that are like, I'm a Jack Daniels fan. I'm a Maker's Mark fan. That's all I buy. But I think they'll start engaging with the YouTubers more. Thoughts on that? Do you think that's crazy?
No, I don't think so. Hopefully.
I hope not.
I'd like to see it.
I know. Why? I mean, why wouldn't they want to, come on the show and chat and get their stuff out? They've got such volume and such ability to do some unique, cool things. I don't know. I would love to see that more where they were engaging the whiskey tuber crowd. That would be fun.
Well, still in Canada. Says I own Silver Fox Distillery, and we work on smaller margins with far smaller overhead.
Really? Okay.
So Silver Fox Distillery, haven't seen or heard of you?
Yeah, talk to us. ScotchTestDummies@gmail.com if you want. We would love to sample what you got, maybe even have you on a live show. That's what we want to do.
And Robert Hoekstra says, you guys have any trips to Scotland on the books? Would love to see that. Maybe the Isla Festival. Last year we were over there, and Roy, we're all turning 50 this year. And Roy had brought up us coming over and celebrating our 50s. I hadn't put too much thought into it, and then I just threw it out to the wife last week. I said, hey, what do you think about maybe this year going over and hanging out with Roy for a few days and celebrating 50? And then I said, we'll see what Bart and his wife thinks.
I would not be able to do that. If we did do something, I would love to get down to the Kentucky Bourbon Trail area. Or, be honest with you, I'd love to even get up to Canada if we were going to do something outside the country. I don't
Canada
see...
would be, the Bourbon Trail, we need to do Canada would be a good one too.
Canada would be great. I don't see me getting over to Scotland again in 2020. Just me.
Zach Andrews asked if we had the Bladnock 10 yet. No, we have not had any of the Bladnock series.
I could see us doing
which is
an epic road trip.
They actually, Bladnock reached out to us, or one of their representatives, a while back. And
they must have reached out to you.
Yeah. And then they disappeared.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
What if we did an epic road trip north? Wouldn't that be cool? Stopped along.
That long in a car with you.
Oh my God, we do that all the time. We used to spend 10 hours a day just working together, and it was like a party. We could do that in our sleep.
We could do that because you would be sleeping. I'd be driving, unless it's an autonomous car, which isn't even going to be available yet. So you might as well forget that.
We would drive during the day and find a hotel where we would meet with friends in the evening. It would be a blissful tour. You are an animal on the road, though. I will give you that. I would rather travel by plane or train.
I don't mind driving.
You're good. I would have slept in the vehicle on the way back when we landed, and you were like, we're pushing on. I was like, are you sure? Because I'm starting to fall asleep, and you're like, sleep, brother, sleep. Yep, by the time you finished the sentence, I was out.
Eric Waite says the marketing and techno communication side of Scotch distilleries is about 20 years behind the times.
It is.
I don't think it's just Scotch distilleries. I think it's everybody.
It's all of them. You'd think they would.
Well, I think YouTube it's a newer platform.
It is.
There's some are getting on board,
and you see this, and you're not sure what you're dealing with.
5 years from now, I mean, it's going to be even different. So it's one of those things that I think it's a slow medium to gain traction, but eventually it does, and eventually it will. So,
all right.
Whiskey Untitled. Charles says we're trying to do the Bourbon Trail this year. Is that you and Wally? That'd be a fun time.
It would be.
Still in Canada says if you come to Canada, the first dram is on me.
Ooh, I got a friend in Regina.
Well, it depends on where they're at in Canada. I mean, it was like right on the border because we might be.
I want to see Jordan Peterson
up right away.
If we go up to Canada, I want to hang out with Jordan.
Tom R says he thinks the Kentucky Bourbon Trail would be the easiest to fit in our busy schedules.
BB Jap, or JAP, I don't want to sound culturally insensitive, says, I feel that Bart has driven Scott to drink.
Once in a while.
Every occasionally, he'll be like, I'll just drink some more. Bart will drive the big rig. Scott will drive the 1977 Black Pontiac Trans Am. I like the way you talk.
Keith Daniel says we could sing songs the whole way.
Ooh, Cask Thief and Colorado Distillery Tours. That is not a far drive. It's not. We both love Colorado. Love it. I am hoping that when I retire, there is a place in the mountains that I grew up in that will be available for me to hang out at in the summer. It's not in the springs, but it's close.
I don't even know how you'd pronounce that. Uchas
Van Doom. Lucas Van Doom.
If you come to Colorado, the first dram is on
Graham. Graham. I think he's talking about cocaine.
Peter White likes Jordan Peterson.
Hey, me too, man. Love Jordan. And he's been drinking some scotch.
Andrew Spurrell says he's pretty sure that Regina does not have any working distilleries. The whiskey distillery.
They may not. I do have a board game buddy there. It was funny because he listed his. Hold on. Hold on. He had a good comment. He had a good comment.
We're not even the board game buddies. Board game buddies.
He's awesome. But he mentioned he had all these, like, how many games he played and stuff in the year. And I said, I want to be Bixby. And he goes, please, you're a Scotch god. And I was like, oh, it was awesome. So I was like, wow, that was cool.
Whiskybrazil.com tuning in. $5.
You got to do your turkey. You got to do your turkey. You got to do it.
Yeah, loosen up. That's
you got to loosen it up.
Again.
He did a test it. $5.
Generally, you get the cowbell. We don't have the cowbell. So I said, how about the turkey gobble?
Do it.
Which I got to loosen up the lips for.
Do that again.
I
don't know how you do it. I do not know
That's
how you do
that. That's $5 whiskey.
That is. It's impressive. That's well worth it. We should get 8 more super chats. Make him do that again and again. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, Eric Waite he's watched a ton of Jordan Peterson videos and would love to talk to him.
Yeah,
I bet I would fear Eric Waite and him hooking up. It'd be like 3 SpongeBob 2 weeks later.
Love it.
Let's wrap it up.
Yep.
I'm going to wrap it up for you. You had a time limit on us at the start, and I knew he was going to go long. You have.
Yep, we have. My wife will love you for shutting her down.
Yep. Thanks, everybody that tuned in. Appreciate
loves
it.
It when Scott gobbles.
I was sipping on
Loch Ness.
I was sipping on 4-Gate Batch 4, Split Stave by Kelvin, and 4-Gate Batch 2, the Outer Loop Orbit. Both very good.
Very nice. Very different
nice.
and unique.
Fact is, I didn't even notice, but I finished off Batch 2.
Yes.
I still have a little bit of Batch 4 left over.
Stagg Jr. Batch 13, which was unbelievable. And then, believe it or not, a little bit of leftover Lafroig from our gassing experiment. I thought, why let it sit over there by itself?
We're gonna do a live Sunday night. Come over.
I don't know.
We got some samples. I want to say they were from Woodinville.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Let's see, as long as we don't have a blizzard going on.
Oh, okay.
That would be my only caveat. Otherwise, sounds good.
All right, let's wrap it up. I see Frank Lambert's just tuning in. Dram Bam, thank you, ma'am. Joey Short Pants. We got a few people.
There's Lambert, Frank.
Oh, Lana Lou was here a little bit ago too. I forgot to say
Trump
something.
tariffs have an impact on whiskey.
Oak and Smoke whiskey reviews.
Cheers, dummies. Catch you later. Says 100% pure mustard.
We're signing off.
Zach Andrews, sign it, baby. The Oak and Smoke. I love the name. Whiskey reviews. What up, everyone? See you guys. Scotch it. Sorry, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro. Dummies.
I missed the cue.